You guys hear us?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, hey. I'm muting. Sorry. I had the I gotta figure it out. I think you right click, but then I'm afraid it's because it says mute all. I don't want it to mute the whole thing, but I'm gonna test it the next time. Hey everybody, welcome in.
Hello.
I'm all decked out in Winnie the Pooh today. I got my Winnie the Pooh mug.
Winnie the
I'm wearing a
Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh shirt.
Winnie the Pooh.
We're good. All right.
You're saying you got the
It's
poo on
Friday. What, Clock?
you. I said, I understand you got the poo on you.
Yeah, I'm in the Disney. You know what happened? I started watching all the Epcot, the Food and Wine Festival started yesterday. So I started watching all the food and wine stuff, and it got me in the Disney mood. I went and made a reservation for next weekend over there.
That should be
So
nice.
we'll go at night though. At night, I can't deal with the daytime heat.
You gotta get away from the heat.
Yeah, we'll go in the evening. Let's say hi to some people in the chat. We got Rizzo in the house. Hello, Rizzo.
Hello.
We got Orange Cone. Howdy, howdy.
Hello.
The Z Show. Hello, hello. And Scratch and Pete. Hello.
Hello.
And speaking of Scratch and Pete, I saw is it next Friday? Next Saturday, he's going to be something with Italy. Made a special announcement of a live. Gonna see
Nice.
Pete live. Yes. Nancy B, welcome in. We've got KL Daly in the house. Welcome in. Bama Nola, welcome in.
Hello.
Sorry, guys, I'm drinking some hot tea. My throat. I hope I'm not catching what Danny had. Cruise Nuts, welcome back from your vacay, Cruise Nuts. Mike and Rihanna, hey, hey. Will G, welcome in. I'm getting down to the bottom here. We got Scrow's Nest, hey, hey. Welcome in. So what's going on, Bill? Did you go to the movies? I haven't talked to you. Did you go see anything? You were thinking of going to the movies the other day. Last live you were on with us.
Yeah, I haven't been anywhere. Nope, I haven't been to the show. Maybe this weekend. Oppenheimer and Barbie, of course. Those two movies I'd like to go see.
And you got your power back, I see. Very nice.
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah, I hope it's thundering out here now. I hope we don't. If I lose you guys, that's why.
It's just blackouts because of the heat.
Or mine?
Yeah.
No. It was last couple of weeks we've had a couple of like severe thunderstorms and real high winds.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Betty's in the house. Hey, Betty. Hey, hey. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain here today, and then tomorrow looks kind of rainy. So I think I am going to do my live in the morning clock, my normal live if you're around. Yeah, I think we'll just do the beach on Sunday. I don't want to get out there and it starts raining and it's cloudy and gross. So, let's see. And it's weird in this area. It could be sunny at the beach, which is 30 minutes from here, and be pouring down rain all day here. It's very weird. So it's kind of hit or miss. You don't want to drive all the way out there, and that's the opposite, right? And it's raining all day there and not here. That's happened too. Because I think it was the last time I went to the beach. I was posting pictures on Facebook, and my friends over here were like, "Where are you? It's been raining here like all day." I'm like, "At the beach, not far." Very weird. You could have it
Hey.
raining in your backyard, not in your front.
Hey, Kal-El. Superman is in the house.
Superman, what are you going to bring to us? Let's see. So, what you got going on this weekend there, Clock? Where your hours at?
Well, I went to sleep last night, and they gave me my hours for yesterday, and I was needing 62. Then I wake up this morning, and I need 67. So
What?
I'm sitting at 67 right now. So they've stole so many hours this week. It isn't funny.
We're gonna get you over there, Mike.
Did you look on your analytics to see if you're going to be losing any more, or are you like
I
from
looked
last?
before.
Like where are you?
I was only supposed to be losing like 0.2 hours and stuff. I didn't even have like there's no days until like mid next month that I have like 10 hours, anything significant. So
what if you started putting some shorts out there to try to draw people into your page, your channel?
I threw one up today, and I got one already scheduled for tomorrow.
Maybe that'll have people watch some other things, maybe, and just not shorts. Hopefully, I have one of your. I
mean, I have a bunch of hours on the analytics right now that just haven't hit yet. So, like tomorrow, I should get 36. Hold on, I gotta. This thing's back behind.
I have one of your playlists running now on my other laptop. Right now, it's running. Your Disney one I have running.
As much as you've been live, I find it hard to believe that they took 5 hours away from you. So, you're probably there.
I had 14 the other day that they took from me.
Wow.
So Wednesday, I'll get 36.8 hours when it hits today for Wednesday, and then I'll get 27.2 hours from yesterday, and then whatever I have a lot for tonight. So I mean, I got 3 streams tonight, so I'll have it tonight. Should have it tonight.
They took 30 hours from me the other day.
Yikes.
Yeah, because when we first posted a year ago at this time, we had a lot of views on one video that we had, and that's where I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit off of that one.
Yep, and I mean that's something. That's why I went so hard when I coming up to my year, because I knew they were going to start taking hours. And when I first started, I had some videos that did well, and it would have been like it would have been hard trying to keep up with losing hours. So
I was still in the mindset of the subscribers were going to take forever, that I had all the time in the world to get my hours, and then all of a sudden they just started coming in groups. Anytime I had some time off work, I was able to put stuff out like crazy, and you could see the subscribers shooting up. So,
yep.
Well, I didn't think I'd be close at all, so I just wasn't even looking at when a year was even up or whatever, and now I'm like, I just want to be done with it.
Oh, when you get it, it's going to be a relief. You're going to be like, oh, thank goodness.
I know. Yep. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Well, I kind of want it done by October, because October is where in Florida, when it starts to cool off and we're out and about, I don't have to worry about. I'd rather be out filming, getting content out and about than home stuck to my computer.
Yep.
Hey,
how y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm glad I am done with the workday.
Okay, good. I was just about to ask if you started streaming, but I see it just clicked on.
I did, and I was trying to type real quick an answer and be like, hey. So it's probably a very brief title.
That's all right.
Hi, Bill. Hi, Clark.
Hi. I wonder if everybody in the chat, if they know where to look to see how many hours they have, because I wonder how many people get confused with like lifetime hours or year hours? Do they include their shorts in it, or just because only your shorts views is one way to get monetized, or the 3,000 watch hours and for 1 year. And I just wonder if they know where are they combining the two? So you'll get watch time for shorts, but you have to separate that out from your lives and your videos.
Right. I always go to the Earn tab. Isn't that where you're supposed to go?
Yep, Earn tab, and that's right where you go. If anybody else out there looking at the hours, go to your Earn tab, and that'll tell you how many's earned towards your 3,000 to 4,000 hours.
That subtracts your shorts and everything out of there.
Yeah, it takes all that out.
No matter what IQ says or TubeBuddy or whatever it is, always go by what the Earn tab says, because that's what they're going by.
Yeah, I stopped going by TubeBuddy and vidIQ because it wasn't matching. So I gave up on that. I don't even look at that anymore.
That's just your lifetime.
Yeah.
Same with us. Like we're over like 2,000 something if you look at our lifetime, but like if you look at our Earn, we're not even to 1,700 yet.
Right. And I remember when I first started doing that, I started looking at the lifetime. I'm like, man, I'm almost there. Look at that. Oh, hit the Earn button. Oh boy, it's half of that.
Same.
Yeah.
And that's when I started doing the lives.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of hurts a little.
You get tricked.
Yeah.
Well, because I think it also counts shorts, and your shorts don't count towards your hours. And so I honestly, Clock corrected me because I thought that was counting. I was like, oh my gosh, we have a short that has X amount of hours.
No,
he was like, they don't count.
You could have a viral short and earn, 1,000 watch hours, and it don't count towards monetization. So,
yeah,
we've all been there. I've done it because I sure looked at mine and thought I was this close to my hours, and then I hit the Earn button. It's like, well, what's going on here? Oh, it doesn't count. Got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be seeing me a lot.
We don't mind.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to do whatever we can, Jen, to get you there and get me there. And Clock's almost there.
Everybody, there's a lot of people in there in the chat that are almost there. And
hey, Bud Files, welcome in. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the chat that are almost there. It looks like Mike and Rihanna are almost there. Z Show's probably almost there.
So Skrosness said he's only like 114 from 3,000. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Yep. So I played some of your playlists the other night, Jennifer. Then last night I played Clocks, and now I'm playing Clocks again. And I'm under I'm using Danny's account. So Danny's watching you.
Oh, yay. Thanks, Danny. Well, I know my Aunt Lisa has been running both of your playlists. I was talking to her, and she was talking about, I know she's been watching Clocks, so she's like, he's a real nice guy. I'm like, I told you, I don't lie about you two Pete.
She hasn't been watching mine then.
So actually, I was just on the phone with her, and I was like, I may not jump on the live. I might. I was like, who am I kidding? You're coming. You're getting on the live.
Yeah, you need the hours. Get your butt on here.
You definitely need the watch hours.
I know, but I didn't want to be a liar.
I may be leaving early. It all depends on what time my wife gets home. I don't know how long you plan on going, but we're going out to dinner tonight. So.
Oh, where are you going? Okay.
It's date night. Friday nights is date night.
She picks.
Aww.
She'll ask me to pick, but then when I pick, it's like, nah, I don't really feel that. What about something else? And I'll pick something. Nah, I don't really feel that. I was like, okay, well then you pick. I don't want to pick. Same old, same old.
See,
I had broccoli cheese soup for dinner.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Normally it's either Texas Roadhouse or Salsa's, which is a Mexican restaurant.
That all sounds good.
Yeah. I love those rolls and that cinnamon butter. Texas.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that could be my meal. Give me a Caesar salad or a house salad and those rolls, and I could make a meal out of it.
They used to have, did you guys ever have Hops when Hops was around and those rolls they had with the butter on them? So they'd bring them to your table first. It was back in like the 90s. They're not around anymore, but that
No,
was so good too.
I've never even heard of it.
I never
Really?
heard of it either.
What is it now?
Everywhere. Hops? Hops?
Heard of IHOP.
No.
Never heard of it.
Hops. But they had like the buttery rolls, like a honey butter. Let's see. Z says he does not know where you're going. I don't know what he's talking about. Hello, traveling check. Welcome in.
I need to connect with him. I was working and then I was on the phone with Lisa real quick, and then Tony's next on my agenda.
Cool. Warmstrong was talking about their shark video. Was it today? Yesterday? When were you live?
Today.
Is it today?
And Betty's live. You were talking about.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It was today.
All my days kind of run into each other. I don't know what day it is. When I said what, I couldn't tell you.
I know.
I can't wait to be tired and not know what day it is.
Hey, Orange Cone, thank you so much. Clock, he's running some of your stuff.
Thank you very much.
Happy Friday, Trumpet Master 77. And welcome in, Najuma Brown.
Najuma.
What were you starting to say now, Jennifer?
Oh, I was going to say, I haven't been live this much, so I was having to look at what shirts I've worn this week. Like,
Same thing here, Jennifer. I gotta make sure I can't wear that one.
I mean, it was different when I was just on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm like, okay, but now I'm like, what did I wear?
Apparently, I can't even wear a hoodie.
Well,
like, okay, first he must
I'd
have
rather you not
power
wear a
back
hoodie because
on.
I'm already hot enough.
Oh,
No.
well, that's what everybody seems to be telling me.
Bill this morning was on Betty's show and like this big hoodie, like it was the middle of winter. I was like,
I thought maybe it was snowing up there.
I got the AC on right now, and as soon as I get off here, I'll put my little hoodie on and watch TV.
Well, I promised you I would not make fun of, it wasn't even that I was making fun of it. I was saying it just gave me the pumpkin spice vibes. And at the end of next month, they're going to have the pumpkin spice everything. So it was just, I was excited.
It's coming.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't want it to come when it's 100 degrees out. I can't sit there and drink pumpkin when it's 100 degrees.
I've never had pumpkin spice.
I'm going to sit in my car with the air conditioning blasting, and I'm just going to pretend it's cold outside.
Well, you could just go over there to Warmstrong's house, because Warmstrong obviously keeps his house like it's like winter.
Yeah,
Warmstrong may not want me at his house. I like the lights and the TV on.
No, you stay where you're at.
Hey, House of X, welcome in. Yeah, but this morning when I saw you, I was like, dang, he must be freezing.
It was comfortable. I mean, it felt comfortable,
Well, then again, you haven't had power for 2 days, so I would have cranked the air down too and made it as cold as it could be.
I wasn't judging.
So I don't have AC still. They're working on it, but
oh boy.
So they went to turn it on last night and didn't have 24 volts at the thermostat. So we started looking at the wire on the thermostat, and I guess that's the original wire from when I bought the house, from when they actually built the house, and all the wires were breaking apart. So we had to run new wires, and that was at 11 o'clock last night. So I had to get up for work this morning, and he had to get up for work this morning, so we called it a night. So he's back over here now working on it. My son's giving him a hand running the wires.
Luckily, you know an electrician to run wires.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's thermostat wire, and I don't have any thermostat wire. He's that's what he does, so he's got it.
Right now, it feels like it's 105 outside in the house. It's chilly 68. Severe storms coming in tonight.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're starting to get storms right now too.
68.
100.
I don't keep mine that cold.
Even when I
Mine
do
stays
have
on like
AC, it stays on.
73.
Yeah, mine stays on like 76, 77. Because when I'm normally working at 100 degrees, coming in at 77 still feels good.
I can see that.
So
I mean, I think
speaking of
ours is
AC,
on like 70. Yeah.
Bill, when you were on Celebration, AC, is that hot or cold? Because I keep seeing mixed things about the Celebration with the AC, that it's hot, and then I've read some rooms are freezing.
They kept the ship, pretty cold in the room. I didn't have, some people crank the AC all the way up. I don't do that. I put mine in mid range maybe. And but the thermostat worked well in the room where I could control it if I needed a little more heat. But usually I kept it on a little less than the halfway down towards the cool side.
Okay, and then what about like out in the common areas? Was it hot? Because I've seen
No,
mixed things there.
it was cool. It was cool. It wasn't cold. It wasn't cold. It was cool, but it wasn't bad. As I said, at nighttime I usually had maybe I put a hoodie on. It was in the November time, so to go out on the deck or whatever, I probably had a hoodie on. It wasn't bad.
I was about to say, you're asking the man that's wearing a hoodie in the summer.
It's not summer in the house. It's not summer. It's cold. It's 87, 88 degrees here right now, but in here it's a nice chilly, probably 73.
I will say I think Warmstrong has a point, because when I worked in the office, when I would go in the office during the summer, they would freeze me out. I'd have to have a cardigan, something every day. But during the winter, it's like they blast the heat, and it's like I'm busting out my summer clothes. So I definitely can see where you're coming from.
Well, and again, where I'm at, it needs to be adjusted. Like downstairs where I'm at is cooler than it is higher up in the upper floor, and so to make it comfortable up there, you have to turn the heat or the air on a little higher down here. So just make sure you're dressed down here and upstairs to be fine. So
right.
Okay, well, wherever it's freezing in your house is where I would be.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at. But of course, I can't put a hoodie on now.
Hey, Lynn the Okie, welcome in. I know, and then Bill's like, spoon.
Big spoon.
Lynn instigator. No, I'm not an instigator. Lynn says it's at 97 degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's 86 here, but I think it's because the sun went in and it's kind of rainy out.
What, the Tampa area, Clearwater area? I loved it. I would go down to Clearwater and be outside, in the shade. It's 98 degrees with a nice breeze and a drink. That's perfect to me. That's perfect. You have to have the breeze, though.
Yes. And that's the thing with Orlando. Like if we go to the Disney parks right now, you have to be prepared for it because you don't get the breeze. Because here you're kind of on the ocean, so you get that breeze. There it's just dead heat. You don't get any breeze in this time of year. Let's see. I don't pay anything extra for electricity. It's included in our rent. Well, aren't you so lucky? You don't find that much anymore. Yeah.
I think my electricity bill's going to bump $500 this month.
Oh, girl. Really?
Yeah, it's probably $400.
Oh my God, I think Danny would fall over if he got a $500 or $400. Ours average is $150, and he freaked out when it was $200 this month. I was like, it's summer. What do you expect?
Mine's $300 or $400 normally.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I won't complain about my $80 bill then.
$80?
I won't complain.
$80?
To me, that was high.
That's cheap.
My goodness.
Jen's is really high. I wouldn't.
He's working my candlelight over there.
Yeah, Bama, you better stay. I would be out there in some damp clothes while you're out there in the yard to stay cool. Mm-mm.
Right.
That's hot. It can't get too cold for me. I'm susceptible to heat. 99 in Mustang. Whew. You don't have some air in there?
Mm-hmm.
She's working, okay. And let's see. $15 for what? They're electric? Or they
How's
make
that even
100?
possible?
Solar.
Yeah.
Oh, solar.
Will G,
91
99 in
here.
Central Texas. $26 solar. You need to get solar, Jennifer, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talked about it.
I mean, that's probably expensive to get put in. You'd probably have to at least stay in your house for a while and not sell it to get your return investment
We're
on
not-
that, right?
We're not looking to stay here. Temporary.
It's like building a
looked at it
pool with solar.
I looked at it like 8 years ago. It was like 36 grand for if I wanted to outright buy the stuff.
Yeah, it's expensive. I don't know what they paid, but yeah, it's not cheap.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like a pool. If you're going to add a pool onto your house, you better plan on staying in it for a while to get your money back on the.
Yeah.
And my bill's only high like that 2 months out of the year. I mean, like, later in the year, it's pretty reasonable. And we're not real conservative either. Like, we got Chloe leaves the lights on, and like this was running, and we're getting better. But
Yeah, we well, ours has actually gone up since we started working from home. Because when we would leave for the day, we'd turn up the AC and nothing would be on the whole day. And now that we work from home, I mean, everything's on all day long now.
Ooh,
Bill, is that why your bill's so cheap?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I wouldn't. I hope they do have a senior discount because I'm gonna go check it out. Is that what you get, Z?
I was gonna say, doesn't Z get the senior discount?
I was about to say, is it? Maybe Z gets the senior discount. That's why he's asking that question.
Clock, if you bought your solar 8 years ago, it'd be paid off by now. If we have all the lights converted to LED.
Yep.
78, that's warm. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have my air at 78. I gotta sleep when it's like a little bit of a chill. I like to be curled up in the blankies.
Yeah, I like it. I like polar bear status. Like
Polar bear
be like Bill in my hoodie.
Right.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I mean, Bill, you can go put your hoodie on.
No. I'll put up with it for a little bit. Then I'll step outside where it's 87 degrees, and I'm like, oh, heat. Thank you.
Go get your hoodie, Bill. Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, be comfortable.
Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Is that a Warmstrong Adventures hoodie?
It is.
Well, let's model it. Fall's coming on.
Well, I did, and I got talked about this morning about having my hoodie on.
All I said was it was pumpkin spice vibes.
Was it somebody in the panel that said something?
No,
Yeah.
the panel. Nobody said anything. Oh, I'm sorry. It was the panel. It wasn't the chat. It was the people on the panel.
I wasn't on the panel.
Were you in the chat? Maybe. Oh, it was me and Betty. You're right. Like, there I go. I can't keep track of where I was at. Yes. Nobody in the panel. People in the chat. Big Spoon and Little Spoon.
Well, I was just can you show us your QR code on your hoodie? I saw it when you held it up.
Yeah, somebody might want to scan it. Hey, King Monarch TV, welcome in.
And did you
And
make
together,
it, or did
together
somebody
we travel? Welcome in.
or did you order it?
No, somebody I know. Somebody I know.
Man, that'd be good for
cool.
Alaska.
So it has the QR code, and then on the front it has just the little logo, Armstrong Adventure logo.
There you go. Now go ahead and put it on.
I got mine
No.
on right now too. I got my QR on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Look at y'all. Not me.
Yeah.
I'm wearing well, I was trying to channel my inner pumpkin spice vibes here with like a maroon color.
She's making sure she didn't wear that shirt this week too.
I had to just go grab one.
Where do you do your t-shirts, Armstrong?
I have a friend that does it. They live in Ohio. Is really don't have a shop, but they have all the equipment, and I go through them.
Do they want more business?
I've asked on many occasions, and I've never got like a true response. It's like, hey, give me your information, and I'll put it on my site or whatever, and I'll let people know where I got it from. And I got yeah, okay, eventually, yeah, okay, and that's all I ever got. So I kind of quit asking.
Because
Are you selling merch?
No, I don't sell merch. No, I don't sell merch.
Clock for
I
Alaska.
attempt to sell merch. I just don't sell it.
Right. For Alaska, that one with the QR code, we could do those for our channels for Alaska. It's genius.
I do. She let me see if I have it here.
Yeah, that's the new thing. There are a lot of people are going to the QR codes on the ducks, on the shirts, on the everything. Because if you're in back of somebody with a QR code in line, they're gonna scan your shirt.
Yeah.
I have a magnet for my door had my QR code on it, but yeah, I just a long time ago I started talking about the QR code, and on the business cards and stuff like that. It just makes it so easy when you hand it out. It makes it easy, and people just click on it, and they don't have to look up anything and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself a flow code, and then do a flow page, and it takes you to everything.
I do Linktree. What I do, I have the Linktree code, and it takes in all my social media there.
That's the one I couldn't remember what the hell the damn thing was called, because I was going to do one of those too.
Not lending tree, link tree.
Link.
Thanks for clarifying.
Lending tree is something else.
Oh. Are you guys live tonight? At 10 tonight? What's the plan for tonight, Claude?
I am live at 8 with Orange Clone Vlog for his first live.
Oh, tonight at 8?
Yep. And then again at 10 with Eddie.
You better hurry up and go to dinner. It's already 6 if you got to be back here at 8.
Well, I already told Ross that I might be late.
Okay.
She's not even home from work, so I don't even know if she's left work yet.
So you're a busy bee tonight.
Yes.
Is Eddie's a 12-hour live tonight?
Yeah, we're just gonna go on through and then join Sherry's in the morning.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go, Sherry. You
I
can be
gotta
up all
set
night.
it up.
Get you a Red Bull, just power through 12 hours.
No, Sherry's not feeling very well. I will not be up all night tonight.
So I have I already have
like all of my.
We're set for this week's show, and I already have 2 candidates for the next show. So if anybody wants to join our channel promotion show on one Saturday a month, send me your information, because it's filling up fast. We may have to see about either extending the time or do it every other week or something. We'll figure something out.
That's good. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to hear and see that.
And he's talking about tomorrow night at 6 p.m. We are doing a show from 6 to 9 and bringing on 3 guests that are under 1,000 subscribers to highlight their channel. And that's what he's talking about. So if you qualify for that, you're under 1,000 subscribers and want to be on a future one that we're doing, make sure you reach out to one of us.
How did you guys decide on an hour for each channel?
Oh, we just said an hour. I don't know if there was like
I'm like, I'm checking to see if my mic is on. I'm like, did they hear me? I don't.
Well, I think we at first talked about having it for 4 hours, and then there was like an event, like us having a time frame to be on that long. I think our schedules kind of had some conflicts and trying to figure out the weekend. So then we moved it to 3 hours, and we would have 3 guests for the first one.
Okay, because you know, what I was thinking was like maybe a half an hour for each channel. Well, I mean, you know, you got to see how it works and flows, because you're going to have a lot of new people, and it might be hard to carry that conversation for an hour. That's all. I'm just thinking about the show. Sorry.
Yeah, we came up with a list of questions, and then we were some of them are like key speaking points, like, you know, it brings you to another thing and talks about.
Okay.
So it's not questions. Just them speaking, but it's also us elaborating on some of the stuff.
I think
we're gonna all be there.
Chat may have some questions too, you know, and then
and we're gonna talk about our channels too, so it's not just them, right?
Okay.
I don't know. We'll contact you after for your feedback.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, again, when you start thinking about 3 hours,
we want to have your feedback. No, seriously. I'm not saying it in a bad way. We want to get your feedback, how your
honest feedback.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. That's the honest opinion. But this question, I'm just thinking about, like, you know, somebody brand new trying to talk for an hour. You don't want it to get boring.
Right.
That would be my whole thing, is like, you don't want to get boring.
If we didn't have it structured with
the 10
questions to ask, then I think it would end up getting a lot of pauses. But 10 questions, that's only 6 minutes a question, and depending upon how much they talk and then we elaborate on stuff, that's probably and if the anybody in the audience wants to ask them a question as far as like that you're not talking about,
that's what, and hopefully the people in the chat, you know, myself and whoever's out there in the chat, we ask questions, because that makes lives so much easier when the chat is flowing and people are asking questions and making comments, because it gives you something to talk about. It's really hard, especially if you're up here by yourself, to talk for an hour. It's really hard.
Yes.
Because ours are generic questions for anybody's channel. And somebody may have a question specific for that channel that focuses on whatever they're doing on their channel. So that we didn't touch on. So
I think it's a great idea, Sherry.
It is.
Thank you. Can't stop mowing and walking, or I can't speak. Can't stop walking, but love mowing and cruising has come in. Welcome in. Just saying hi to some new people that came in here. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to cut you off, Bill.
The Can't Stop Walking, he said he had a QR code and it didn't work. He had on a shirt and it didn't work. I did my very first time I did a QR code. I went someplace to a spot that said free QR code. Little did I know you had to have a membership and pay a monthly fee for that code. So yeah, by the time I got on my cruise, the membership had expired. I'm like, I'm not paying money, you know, every month to do a QR code. And
there's somebody out there that either charge or they get hidden fees in there.
So yeah, now I learned about Linktree. They create a code for you automatically, and you can download it and put it on anything, your cups, your whatever you want to put it on.
You could probably put it too up where your logo is on StreamYard, and all people have to do is put their phone up there and scan it. Your QR.
But if they're on StreamYard watching me, they probably already have it.
You in YouTube? They'd be on YouTube watching you, not stream, unless you're there in your page.
Well, stream. I mean, I'm streaming to YouTube.
Right.
Right. So what I'm saying is they'd have to be in your channel, but what happens? Well, I guess if you're on somebody else's multi-streaming, they would.
Oh well, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not thinking. I forgot about the co-streaming.
Mm-hmm. That wouldn't work then. Never mind. Unless you're streaming and they're streaming your thing out, then it would show up, right?
I don't know. That's so much for me to learn about the co-streaming.
Yes.
What's Clock's wife's name?
Ricky.
Oh.
Ricki. Ricky.
Hey, just Jason Keto, welcome in.
Be right back. My AC is up and running, so I need to go pay.
Oh, that's breaking news.
And I was going to say I'm going to walk down too. I gotta get Chloe, but
see you later.
You're leaving us?
I am. Well,
I know. Bye.
You got a good company.
See you later.
Bye, guys.
I don't know about that.
Bye.
And then there was two.
There was two. Me and Bill. The spoon. The big spoon.
I have so much fun. I could cut my electric bill in half if I just quit watching YouTube videos. I need to watch them on the big screen.
Well, it was funny because, Danny's like, we need to get some more content. I'm like, it's so hot outside. The minute I saw all the Disney stuff today, I'm like, I'm in. We'll go at night, and then we'll just dress appropriately and suck it up.
You know what I've been watching is
Disney and get some content.
I've been watching some videos. They shoot like 4K. They drive around these cities, and I forget the name of the channel. They drive around the cities like with a GoPro on the top of the car, or it might be attached to the interior window, but it looks like it's on top of the car. And they just drive around the cities. No talking, no nothing, just drive around the cities. And they get a ton of views. And I'm thinking like, driving around the city or driving or walking even through the Disney parks.
Yeah, there's some people that do walk around and stream in 4K. They do it every day. Like they're there every single day streaming, and they have hundreds of viewers. Yeah. It's crazy. You
have to think something. You saw I did a short today or yesterday. No, I did it short when my power went out. That's when I was doing that short. My power went out about Pepsi pineapple.
I saw that.
And I'm like, I got to come up with some kind of content. I'm like, and it was actually my son's idea. We're sitting down here eating a little Caesar's pizza and I went to try that pineapple, Pepsi pineapple. He said, you should do a short on it. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Then I snuck off and did it. So
I did a couple of ones like that. I did one with, I haven't posted it yet, but some Canadian drink I bought the other day. I did a taste test on it. That might be mine tomorrow. But yeah, anything new that I try now, that's exactly what I do. I do a short on it. I gotta keep that in my, my mindset. Because I said you did like Dunkin' Donuts or something the other day. Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kreme when that lighted, because you were talking about it. Oh my goodness. Those donuts are the best. Yeah. Glazed donuts. It takes the donut to a whole new level when it's warm.
It really does.
Totally different. Yeah, I did a video on that. I'm telling you, any new thing you try, just do it, throw it out there. And not only that, so when I was playing your Pepsi, Danny walks in, he's like, that's the Little Caesars drink. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, you haven't seen all the commercials for it? And I'm like, no. And he's like, that's from Little Caesars. We're getting Little Caesars tonight. And I'm like, no, we're not. I don't want Little Caesars.
Yeah, don't. You just go there and get the sodas. Don't get the drink. Don't get the pizza.
I ended up having soup, and he had a Wawa sub. But yeah, no. But he put him in the mood for Little Caesars, and I was like, no, I'm not getting that tonight. Nope. But yeah, whatever you could video out there, Bill, just somebody will watch it. Whale Shark
apparently
premiering this Monday. We'll have to watch it.
Nice.
Is it with you swimming with the whales, Cruise Nuts?
Oh, and what time is it?
Yeah, I think he usually does his around 6 or 6:30. I want to say.
I think so.
Premieres. Yeah. I have a Temu video I gotta post. It's been sitting in my thing. I just have to get the tags on it. That's the worst part of the thing, is doing the tags, because you never know.
Well, that's so funny with like Temu. I just don't think about it. I got an order from Temu the other day. I ordered something. Let me see here. This right here. It's USB ports. You plug it into your computer. Like right now, I have two USB ports. So I plug that in. It gives me extra ports because I plug my microphone into one port, and my ring light. A lot of times I'll plug it into my computer. That would take up all my ports. So if I needed anything else to charge my mouse or anything like that, I just needed an extra port. So I bought this. It was like, I don't know, a couple of dollars. How long it lasts, being a couple of dollars, I don't know, but so far so good.
I have one. I was trying to lift it up to show you, but I can't. It's too short. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff on Temu. Like all of our ring lights we got on Temu. I haven't had a problem with any of them. They're all working fine for me.
Yeah.
So microphone, got that on Temu, and we got one for the phone that works good too. That's wireless. So I really like that one.
I'm surprised more people that Temu mic that I did a review on, for people that put their phone away from them and they don't use a mic like that, and it's only like $5, and you can actually hear what you're saying. Most of the times, a lot of times, if people put the camera away from them, they're talking and saying stuff, you can't even understand it. You can't even hear what they're saying.
Well, my phone, I have an old iPhone, and the microphone I think is starting to go out on it. Like sometimes if I'm talking into it, like on a video chat or something, all you hear is static on the other end. So if I use a microphone, though, an external microphone, it works great. So in the time being, that's what I'm going to do until the new iPhone comes out, because I hate to buy one now when the new phone's coming out in 2 months.
Well, that's every 6 months. So it's already obsolete. So
yeah,
that's all electronics. I mean,
it's like a car. You drive it off the lot.
Yep.
Obsolete. Cruise nuts. 6 p.m. Central.
So 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
To jump off a boat, you'll see how much energy and effort it takes to jump off a boat in deep water and swim as fast as you can to keep up with these sharks. I wouldn't be keeping up. I'd be going the opposite way.
Exactly.
You're talking about keep up. I'd be running. So, Bill, when's your next cruise?
I don't have anything planned until October 29th, the booze cruise. If something comes up in between, maybe, sort of, kind of, but again, I have so many. I have about 6 cruises booked, and I have about 2 or 3 more that I plan on booking.
They have the oh, you're not gonna have a car. My mom had texted me today, and anybody in the chat, if you're leaving out of Port Canaveral and you have a car, Port Canaveral, which is the lot across the street, they're running a special. I think it's like 40% off or something right now, but you got to book within the next 48 hours. And there's a code. I think it's like fall something. Let's see. Hold on, I'll tell you. But it's a good deal because the port is a lot more expensive to park in, and this has the shuttle and everything. It's the code is fall 23. And it's a minimum of 4 nights, and it's valid for dates through June of 2024. And it's Port Canaveral. You literally park across the street in like a hotel lot and leave your car there. So it's cheaper than the port. So food for thought. You're back. Is your air on?
Yep. Not here. But in the other part of the house, it is. This is another system I got to pay for.
Oh. So are you doing that now too, or you're just doing the one side of the house temporarily?
I mean, this portico in here normally keeps up with everything. So right here, I'll give it a month or 2 so I can save up a little bit more money. That was a $6,000 hit, so a little over 6,000.
Yikes.
That's a couple of cruises. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, Bill, are you part of the Island Time group on December 23rd?
I am. I went with old Island Time. Should be a lot of fun.
Did you move your room, Bill? Did you upgrade?
Never tell. I will never. No, I stayed. I've only moved it once.
Okay. I didn't know if you upgraded again.
No,
With all your
I would
points.
have if the rooms were if it was like to a balcony or something like that. I probably would have upgraded, but the rooms they were giving me, it was just really basically just getting a higher floor, and it just to me it just wasn't worth it. I'm on like the 5th floor, I believe.
So what's your costume going to be? Have you picked out a Halloween costume for the other cruise you're on?
Somebody gave me a suggestion for one. When this live is over, I'll tell you what that suggestion was. No, I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna be. I don't know. Everybody hates clowns, so I thought about being a clown.
See, ours, there's a theme. Ours is superheroes. Everyone's supposed to be dressed as a superhero.
That'd be
We
nice.
don't know what we're doing yet, but at least that kind of helps narrow down what you're going to do, right? Than being all over. So, I don't know.
I have something that I think we're going to go with, but we'll see. Bill will see. You won't see it since you didn't go with us.
Right.
Now, next time. Bill, are you going to the naming ceremony?
I don't know. I want to get invited, but I haven't been invited. I have a letter going out to a representative that I'm going to try to get to the naming ceremony.
Is it a stern
So
letter?
is that like the night before? Or is that
Usually it's the night before.
Yeah.
That would be cool. How do you get invited to that?
I'm not sure. But again, you see a lot of media people there, and you see a lot of travel agents there. So I'm gonna go with being a diamond, being a travel agent, and being a YouTuber. So I'm gonna plead my case everywhere I can, and maybe they'll just throw me a little bone and throw me back in the back of the room someplace.
That's the other benefit of doing the travel agent thing. Try to get all this stuff because they do tell you that they do get invited to certain press events and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes you get invited. Like I know a couple times. My mom's a real estate agent, travel agent. She's got invited to lunches on cruise ships when they first come into the port. They'll have a special lunch. Like if it's new to that port, for all the travel agents to come in, have lunch and tour the ship and stuff like that. So you get invited to stuff like that too, Club.
Yeah, I got an invite the other day for Independent or Liberty of the Seas and another one, but you have to be at the port in order to tour the ship. So it'll be a matter of me trying to get to the port to tour it. So that's not convenient for me.
You know what that means? You got to move closer to a port.
So I showed my wife like 10 houses yesterday, and she's like, "Yeah, it's in Florida. That's not going to happen. Yeah, it's in Florida. That's not going to happen." So it's not even on the radar, unfortunately.
Maybe
it was funny.
Future.
When I was on the Luminosa, I brought it over from Australia, and I was doing a back-to-back, and it was the first time sailing on the United States, and Christine Duffy actually came on the ship and did a tour of the ship and walking around, and I was on live, and she walked right by me while I was doing my live, and at first I didn't really put together who she was. You can see her in a little entourage. I'm like, is that Christine Duffy? And if you go back to live, I'm like, is that Christine Duffy? And sure enough, that's who it was. And she's giving all the people on the cruise, on the workers, a pep talk. Then I guess they went off the ship and had the little ceremony that they had. But again, I was on the ship, so I didn't even see the ceremony.
Bill might get this. I'm going to be dressed as Dan Ryan Expressway in Chicago.
I don't get that. I don't get Dan Ryan Expressway. I don't. As close as I am to Chicago, I've only been there about 3 times.
Yes, the night before, Christine Duffy and John Heald should be there. You gotta have to take some dress clothes there, Warmstrong, if you have to
I
go
know,
to a.
right? So now you're just making my luggage heavy.
Yeah.
But then I can dress. I use the same dress or the dress code or the suit and go to the formal dinner, I guess.
So, what other events do they have, like on an inaugural cruise like that, besides the night before? Do they do like special things throughout the whole cruise? Like the Luminosa, did they do different events?
No, I mean, no, not really. The celebration, when I went on celebration, we little book in the background. They gave everybody a book like that. I saw like Wonder of the Seas. They had like some swag gears, a hat, and maybe a bag.
So I heard Wonder they got something every single day. They
Yeah.
gave away something every day.
Carnival did.
Oh, that's royal.
Carnival had, I think, that book, and that was. Thank you for coming, and that's it.
Yeah, I think even on the Royal, when they reopened, remember the first cruise that left out of the Bahamas, where all those vloggers were on after the reopening? I think they all got something every day too for the reopening.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get some stuff on Icon. If it's stuff that I don't want, I'm just going to give away to whoever put it in a raffle or something for fans and stuff. Because I'm sure there's somebody that, just because I don't want it doesn't mean other people don't want it.
Well, and you know what, Clock? I mean, Controversial Cruising. Man, he has a lot of good ideas. Controversial Cruising. If you haven't connected up with him, you should. He went on Margaritaville and had a little can opener that he got.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And we raffled it off last night. And I'm thinking about all the stuff that I gave away on a cruise ship. That the VIP gifts that they get for platinum and diamonds and stuff like that. If I had brought them back here, I could have raffled them off. And people, are in the chat. They appreciate that, the shot glasses and stuff like that. So I think that's what I'll do is when I go to these ports, just pick up little trinkets, little shot glasses, little whatever to pass out to people.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, not pass out, because everybody likes the raffles. And StreamYard has a giveaway tool that you can use.
Where do you find that giveaway tool?
Go to StreamYard.com/giveaway.
Okay.
Giveaway. It might be giveaway or giveaway tools.
Okay.
And it's like a program where you open it up, you connect it to your channel, you pick which live which live you want to use it on, and then what words you want to use to collect.
I got you. I've seen other people do it. I just didn't know that was actually StreamYard's thing. I didn't know whether there was the way to access it actually when you're on a StreamYard or not, or whether you actually.
Yeah, I just figured out how to do it the other day, and I'm happy because now you can actually have these giveaways.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to give away once I probably. I didn't tell anybody, but I've been telling everybody I'll be on my live on this Sunday, but I will not. We're going to see Penn and Teller on Sunday. So next week, I'll probably be doing my 1,000 subscribers monetization live and give away some stuff.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Do you
See,
manually have to put
I never
the
did that.
names on that? You manually put the names in there, or does it automatically pick up who's
On the tool?
Mm-hmm.
No,
So
you put a
let's say
code
you
word.
have 20 people in your chat, right? Do you have to manually put each of those people in there for the giveaway, or it picks up every
No.
channel
You put a code like how you have type #defund.
Uh-huh.
This tool collects everybody who types that in or whatever code you want, like hat, #hat. Anybody who types that in is put on the wheel. So it collects whatever code that you put in there. So that's why you change it.
Oh,
if you have more than one.
then that's a lot. Then you don't have all that manual labor you have to do.
No. And then all you do is hit draw. It spins, picks a winner, and that's it.
Well, that'd be cool, Clop. Should do that
Yep,
then.
I'm
Use
definitely gonna do that one.
tool. Cool. So you're not out, then you're not gonna be live this Sunday at 7.
No,
Is Eddie gonna be live for you since he's your joint partner on your Sunday night live?
I don't know.
Is he gonna do?
That's up to Eddie. I don't know. Whoever would like to have that time can take it. Just for the weekend.
Not permanently. You're not gonna hit your 1,000 and not do your live anymore.
We're gonna take it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only one I want to keep because that's the only one I can drag my wife onto and mess with her.
Drag her.
Well, yeah, caveman style.
Now that she's got her new chair.
Yeah,
That's a nice looking chair, by the way.
I can't get rid of the live now that I got a chair. That was the only reason why I got it.
All right. Well, we've been on here an hour, so I guess we can get going. I know Clock's going to dinner, and he's got to be back by 8 for his next live. Is there anybody
She still hasn't called me, so she may not even be on her way home yet.
Oh, do you want to stay on, or you want to tell me? It doesn't matter to me.
We can stay on because
Okay.
she's got to come home. She may
wanna-
change her clothes before we go out.
I don't want to hold anybody up. She's got to go see the Barbie movie again since she was sold out, huh?
Sold out.
gotta-
Wow.
She went the other night and it was sold out.
It was sold out the show she was going to go see. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Eddie 12 live tonight. What's he talking about? Eddie's doing a 12-hour live tonight. Is that what you're talking about, Cruise Nuts?
That's
Ooh.
what y'all said earlier.
No, that's what Jennifer said earlier. I didn't hear that. When did he say he's doing a 12-hour live?
As far as I know, he's not. I think that just gets started because they like to every week get longer and longer.
I saw Cheryl Cruising It's Fun Anytime. She was talking about doing a 12-hour live, but having people like guest co-hosts come on, like one of those telethons or whatever Ubathons. So I mean, it would be interesting to see somebody do that.
Yeah.
He said
I've
he
done the
heard
Cruise-a-thon
Eddie's doing
for
12
a couple
hours.
years.
That's a long time, 12 hours. I don't even know what you talk about for 12 hours.
You just ramble. I think I've done like 4 to 6 hours, and you just rambling. I mean, again, if you want it to make sense, it's not gonna work. But you just ramble.
I bet say I went for 9 hours with nobody else with me.
Yeah, see, that's tough.
I mean, Sean joined me one like a couple times, but there was nobody consistent with me the whole night.
There's a lot of blank air.
Hey, my wild home, welcome in. If you haven't checked out their channel, go check it out. They, from what I understand, I've only watched a few of their things, but they bought an island and they live on an island, and it's all like island life and how they survive on this island. So go check it out. Yes,
It's pretty cool.
it's very interesting.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So go check them out. Hey, drop your link in my channel, #defun. Yeah, they had a live last night that was really good too. I think they do a live what was last night? Thursday night?
Thursday.
I don't even know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so go check them out. Very interesting. So Clock, maybe you could go take your wife to the Barbie movie tonight then.
She went to go with the girls from work,
Oh.
so they're going to try to go again.
Let's say you could surprise your wife and just drive to the movie theater.
That's not how she is.
Bill, are you earning hours now? I didn't see your link pop up.
No, I'm not earning hours. I have enough hours. I'd rather. and we, I talk about this a lot, but again, I'd rather people come over here and watch Mike and Destination Fun. And I think if Mike's channel comes up there, then people are going to try to divide time up between all three of us instead of just the two of them.
Yep.
Sometimes I get torn. It's like, well, again, sometimes I get torn. It's like, well, would I bring some other people in that they might check out your show? So I'm kind of torn about it.
I think the best thing to do maybe is to do a on your community tab. Say you're going to be on somebody's show that night,
and that's what I try to do. Like I shared out this one. Well, no, I don't know if I shared out this one. I think I shared out the new show that you guys are doing. I shared it out. But
I
again,
still haven't set my thumbnail up.
Come on, Clock, you better get with it.
It's Mike. I'm right there with you, Mike. I'm terrible.
Yeah, but he
about
already has the thumbnail done. All he has to do is set it up. Set up the thing. We're using the same thumbnail.
Well, that's just lazy.
Here, I'll do it while we're talking.
He has the picture. He just needs to set it up.
Attention.
Now, creating the thumbnail is a whole nother ballgame. That's Don't you earn from watchers on all the channels? No, you only earn from who's in your channel.
Right.
And that's something, Bill, we might talk about tomorrow night too, because a lot of people don't understand that either. You only get who's in your channel. And
trust me, it's not the amount that I earn. Like if you come to my chat, you'll watch a commercial, and whatever I earn, I mean, it would be pennies. I'd rather not earn the pennies and people come to these two channels than to come to my channel. It would be different if me and Sherry were doing, or me and Controversial Cruising. We're doing a joint venture. Then now we both share out on our channels. But I'm here to support on this channel. I'm not trying to grow my channel. My channel, I'm growing it on my own channel. So that's where I'm growing that out. Here I'm trying to support. If that makes sense.
If all three of us had our watch hours, then it'd be different. Then Bill would stream, right? And then it didn't matter.
Right. If we all got our watch hours, I'm just afraid, like, what would be going on here would be, half the people in here are people that I know also, so they would be dividing the time up between all of us. Or they would try to open up 3 different tabs, mute the tab on 2 of them. My understanding is if you mute the tab, you don't get the watch hours. I mean, it gets really confusing at times. I like trying to keep things simple. KISS. So is a KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, KISS. Anyway, just keep it simple. Let people get the watch hours. And then once we all, get monetized, and then we can start developing joint ventures.
And we appreciate you, Bill, for doing that, by the way.
Yep.
Greatly appreciated. I think Florida would be wonderful. It is. It's just there's certain times of the year, like right now, where it's very, very, very hot. Other than that, it's wonderful. Bone Tire. Hey, welcome in, Bone Tire Travelers. So yeah, and that's, Bill, where I want to go tomorrow night too on some of these things, because being new to YouTube, you don't know some of these things like that, right? Or Shannon and I, when we first started, we didn't know you had to, we just thought it was subs. We didn't even know you had to have watch hours. And then we didn't even know you lost watch hours after a year. We had no idea.
Right.
Like that's all stuff that I kind of want to talk about tomorrow night too. People are unaware of that when they're new onto YouTube.
And that's what you want to do.
I just thought you had to have the 1,000 subscribers and that was it. I didn't know there was all this other stuff, and I didn't know you lost hours. And so who needs the hours the most? Well, right now, Clock, because Clock is to the finish line, but I'm like probably
I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine between today and tomorrow morning. So
I need probably like 450, I would think, to get to 3,000, and then I need another 1,000 for the 4,000. So
it'll be fun. The 3,000. I mean, again, YouTube isn't losing any money, but it'll be good. You get the 3,000, and people can send super chats and things like that. It gives you motivation. you have memberships, and it just it motivates you.
Well, I need to get to the 1,000. What was it when we were looking clock? I think it was October. I think it was where I really started posting videos last year. So that's where I'm really going to start losing hours. So I need to step it up till October.
Oh, the wifey.
So, what?
Hey, wife. Hey, wifey. How does it work with the 500 and 3,000? Like me with 1,000 and 4,000, I don't have to worry about watch hours anymore. Do you still have to worry about watch hours at the 500 and 3? Do you? Hey, Ricky.
I think so. I think you still have to watch your hours.
Do you? Okay. You see, I didn't know how that works. So you'll still be on that grind. Like right now, the watch hours don't mean anything. I mean, I need people to watch my commercials. I need people, a lot of people to come over and watch the video, to actually make money from YouTube.
Oh, are you asking 3,000 to get there about losing those hours?
Say it one more time.
Are you asking if once you hit 3,000, you got to worry about losing those hours before you hit?
Oh, you're doing it. Yeah, because you're still losing it, right?
Yeah, I'm still losing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're still going to have to hustle. Because see, right now, again, I don't even think about watch hours, because as long as I keep posting, this is from YouTube. As long as I keep posting, I'm good. Don't get copyright claims. I'm sorry, don't get copyright strikes. So
yeah, so I'll still be losing. And in October, I posted a lot of stuff last year in October, because
so you're gonna have
Florida,
to hustle.
like October is the month where you could start be outside and stuff. So that's where I'm gonna start losing. So I gotta hustle from now to October to get my 1,500, I guess I need, or around there. So yeah.
One of these days, one of these weekends, 12 hours, Sherry.
Yeah, and I went 2 or 3 days this week. I did lunch. I came on for an hour, and I think one of them I had like 97 views on there. So I don't know how many hours I got out of it, but that was pretty high for a 1 hour. Yeah. I mean, sometimes on Saturday I don't even get that much, So yeah, you're right. One of these Saturdays I'm gonna have to get on here and do a 5-hour. You leaving, Clock?
Yes, we're leaving in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to get off. I will catch you all later. If anybody's around later on tonight, then I'll be with Orange Coon Vlog at 8 and or at some point, and then Eddie at 10.
And I'll send you after this. I'm going to set up for tomorrow morning, so I'll send you the StreamYard for that.
Okay.
Have a good night. Bye. Enjoy your dinner.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, Ricky.
Let me just get through the chat, Bill, and we can probably just get off here too.
Sure.
Okay, so we already talked about the hours. Welcome in, Uncle Dave. And I think that's it. I think we're Bill, so you don't lose watch hours anymore. No. I think, Bill, it's if you once you're monetized, I think it's once every 6 months you have to post something.
I think it's more regular than that. Somebody said 6 months. I forget what it was, because they didn't get specific as far as once every 6 months. I don't think they ever got that specific. But they just want you. But they still want you posting every couple of months, at least that you still have an active channel. Do I lose watch hours? I honestly, I don't know, because I don't look at my watch hours. I know because I go live and do videos still that I'm still gaining watch hours, because I'll see like in TubeBuddy or something like that. But you have X amount of watch hours. I'll see it that way. But again, I don't look at watch hours anymore.
Hey, Cruising Scene, welcome in. And that's what I want to get to. I want to get to where I don't care. Well, I wouldn't say care, but I don't need to closely watch the watch hours, where I can get out and make content. Because right now I feel like I need to do lives to get the hours, right? But I really need to be out getting content. So I'm in that trap right now, right? So
well, I got, again, I did a lot of lives and did some videos when I could. And so I mean, I was trying to do everything I could. But again, the lives, it was a lot of rambling. And you know, thank goodness people stuck around and then say, this man is a Looney Tune. Yeah, no.
Well, Danny wants me to get on here and start streaming some video games, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe
again, it's supposed to mess up your channel because it's like they don't know how to promote your channel if you start showing too many video games. But I've done that, and I've had 6, 8, 10 people in there. So, you know, for Danny to play video games or you play video games, you got nothing to talk about. I mean, I do try to keep up with the chat a little bit. I have a headset on, but people were watching. And when you need hours, yeah, I would do it. I definitely would do it. And, you know, maybe cut back once you get your 4,000 watch hours, then cut back. And Uncle Dave, yes, my electricity came on yesterday about 6 p.m., 7 p.m. So little over 24 hours without power.
And he was in a hoodie freezing this morning.
I had the air conditioner blasting.
But I mean, at least you got to be on here with, I think too, the trick, Bill, is you've got to change it up. Number one, you've got to change it up and can't be constantly sitting right here with my wall behind me. Like I need to be out live somewhere every once in a while, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is I feel like you need to switch it up with, you know, you can't be online every day at 9 a.m. You're going to have the same people at 9 a.m. Maybe do a 9 a.m. Monday and on Saturday do a 5 p.m. So you bring in different groups.
I got you.
Like Tuber Chat does, right? Like you're bringing in different people. You don't have the same crowd coming in, and you're bringing in more. I mean, you could have the same crowd. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about bringing more people. People might work Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, so you might want to be on at a nighttime too to bring in more people that aren't working, right? People
from different countries, because you know,
or
I mean,
West
again,
Coast, East Coast.
West Coast, East Coast, because let's say like my banter with Bill goes on at 4 p.m. Well, it's 1 p.m. on the West Coast. So the show that I do with Controversial Cruising, it goes on at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's 4 p.m. So I mean, you maybe get some people getting off work or whatever. So that's something to think about. There's a lot. I mean, you have to look at the analytics to see how, you know.
Yeah, because like when I was in here at lunchtime the other day, I had people that never come in on a Tuesday night or a Saturday. I had different people come in that I'd never even seen before. So you kind of gotta mix it, I think, to get different people and help grow to the people that you already have, right? They can now start coming in and advertising their channels.
Yeah. So. Well, again, I think what you guys are doing with that new I wish I would have thought of it, where you bring in a channel and just, you know, interview them. You get watch hours. That's one thing, but you also you also put your channel out into another market. You know, I know they seem to be small now or whatever, and you're helping them. Down the road, they may be helping you. So right. I mean, I think that's a good thing you guys are doing,
and it helps us all grow as a community, right? So, and if you're new in here and you weren't in here at the beginning when we were talking about this, so starting tomorrow night at 6 p.m., me and Embarkation Nation and Clock Family Adventures, we're going to be doing a 3-hour live from 6 to 9. And we're bringing in channels that are under 1,000 subscribers where they can come on and talk about their channel and highlight their channel. And everyone in the chat can ask them questions. We can ask them questions. They can ask us questions. So if you want to be on our next one, which is next month, because we're going to start doing this monthly, make sure you reach out to one of us. My email is in the community tab it's About Us tab on my YouTube page. So you can contact us. Wild Home said that's so great. Super nice thing to do. Yeah, it helps people grow and it helps the community grow. It helps YouTube grow. We learn about other channels. Come on down to Southeast Louisiana. I get you in touch with a Cajun Airboat Swamp Tour. You'll get subscribers and watch hours for sure. You should do that, Bill, when you go down there for the booze cruise. You'll be in Louisiana.
You never know. I mean, going that haunted ghost tour and all the other good stuff.
Get some good content. They in Florida here in Central Florida, they have airboats that you can go out on. And we went camping once, and the campground, wherever they're at, you heard those things all night long. They are loud.
I did that. I went to the Port Everglades. They had like the swamp or whatever. I did with the alligators. So I did an airboat thing, and it broke down. And I'm looking at all these alligators around us. So how do we get out of here, sir? I'm from up north. I'm not used to this. I'm not very comfortable here, sir.
So what'd you do? How'd they get it
out? They eventually he hopped off like onto another boat or something and got something and came back to our boat and got it to work. So I mean, he got us. We made it. We survived. But they are loud. We had earplugs. They're
loud. Yeah. We heard them all night long. I mean, it was loud. We only stayed one night at that campground. I was like, I can't. It was loud. I didn't go out on it though, but are they low enough to where the alligator could come on to
I don't know. I mean, yes, it seemed like they could get on if they wanted to. I was nervous. But that was the first time I ever ate alligator. They had alligator nuggets.
And I've seen it, and this is what scares me because we're going on that cruise out of Miami. So we have to go down and across Alligator Alley. What happens if you break down on that road? Number one, there's nothing. Number two, there's alligators, right? Aren't there alligators all in that's why it's called Alligator Alley, right?
Say that's why it's called Alligator Alley, I would assume.
So I'm kind of nervous about that. And we're leaving twice out of Miami. So unless we go up, but we can go up to Orlando and over, but then you're putting another hour onto it's closer. I think.
But you got cell phones. You should be good. You got cell phones.
Well, do they have cell phone signal out there? It's like nothing out there.
I would assume so. Not nowadays. I would assume so.
I haven't been across Alligator Alley probably since the 90s. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe we'll film that. Maybe that'll be an interesting ride, right?
It should be. I would, and make a little video out of it. When is your cruise? October
22nd.
Okay.
I got to get a hotel down there. I haven't even done that yet. Because I was thinking I have three options: either rent a car and drive down there and drop the car so I don't have to pay for parking. 2, stay at a hotel and do a park and ride. Or not park and ride, but leave your car at the hotel, but you still got to pay for parking, but it's still cheaper than, I think the port's like $30 down there, or $25 something to park times 7. That's a lot of money.
I haven't done it in a long time, but I can remember going down there. Like I would fly into Orlando, rent a car and drop it off in Cape Canaveral. So I would have the car for a day or two, and then drop it off. And then I think they had a free shuttle from the car rental place to the port.
Oh, really?
And I don't remember.
I probably need to Google the closest car rental place to the port and get a car rental here from whatever that car rental place is.
And I don't remember like paying anything, like extravagant as far as a fee for a one-way trip.
Usually if you're in the same state, they don't charge that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I don't know, but usually I've never had that when you're in the same state. But
that's
I'm gonna look into it because I could probably rent a car for like $90 versus $200 to park the car, right, and not put the miles on my car.
Right. Well, I did, and again, it worked out because I think I went down maybe a couple of days early, so I drove from the airport to Cape Canaveral, had the car for 2 days, and then just dropped it off, and then got dropped off at the port.
Cape Canaveral, I want to say the parking there. Well, I don't know about the port because we always do park Port Canaveral. And I want to say we pay like $12 a day. It's not much compared to like Miami or any of these bigger ports. But I don't know how much it is to actually park at the port. We do the remote lot, and they have a shuttle and everything that takes you. So I'm not worried about that. It's Miami that we have to drive to. So if I can get a car for under $100 and not put the mileage on my car, that might be the best way to go and drop it off and just do the shuttle. That's what I'm thinking. Then I don't even have to, if I did that, Bill, I might not even have to go down the night before. I'll just get up early. It's only 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but you want to go because what if the car gets a flat? What if the car, whatever? I mean, you could always probably do it. Not worry about it because, I mean, worst case scenario, you can Uber. I mean, so there's so many ways that you could probably get there still. So yeah, you probably could.
Or I could drive the night before and dump the car the night before, right? And not have to worry about it and just take an Uber to the port.
Yeah.
Is that what I could do? That way I don't have to deal with it the morning of. Just get on a shuttle and go right to the. That's what I might do. Thanks for the idea for letting me think through this. What's he saying? We are getting on the Carnival Freedom on the 18th of December. Is that out of Port Canaveral? I want to say it is. I haven't been on Carnival out of Port Canaveral in a couple of years, but I know Royal I have, and they have the thing when you get off. What's it called? Where you don't really go through customs. You just walk up to the machine and it takes a picture of you and you just go. What's it called? You don't go through customs there. Well, I don't know about Carnival, but Royal Caribbean there, you get off.
I mean, they use the
you just look into this thing, it takes a picture of you and they say go.
Well, I mean, that's part of customs now, but it used to have global entry, but that's flying in. But the cruise lines have started to use that same technology where they just take a picture of you.
Mm-hmm. So if you're lucky, they have that on Carnival, and we were out within like 10 minutes. Got our luggage and we were gone. Just an FYI for your subscribers, at the port of military veterans park free at the cruise port. So if anyone's going out of there for the booze cruise, you can park free if you're a military veteran. No parking, lady. No parking on the dance floor.
That's a song.
What is that one called? What is what one called? I don't know what he's talking about. Do you? Oh, facial recognition. That's what it's called. Cruise Nuts. Thank you. But then you have to pay for a room. Well, either way, I'd have to pay for a room, Will G, whether I went down with my car or a rental car. I'm going to have to pay for a room if I go the night before, which is safer. Bill's right. Sounds like
I mean, to me, it's just like it'd be less stress.
Yeah. The rooms there are just so expensive. Miami is like New York City prices. Have you?
Only on the weekends.
Miami?
Yeah, but only on the weekends. I mean, weekends it gets expensive, but during the week, it's cheap. You know, Cleveland, you can get it for under $100 during the week. Maybe not in the summertime because again, probably so popular. But like September on, I stayed at the Clevelander, which is like one of the party hotels down there, and it was during the week, and it was $89 or something like that.
Oh no. Everything there right now is over 200, 250.
What day are you going? What day are you leaving out on?
Our cruise leaves on a Sunday, so I'd have to stay
Saturday night. Well, yeah, Friday night and Saturday night you're going to pay top dollar.
And they also have the Bright Line down there now too, so I could even stay in Fort Lauderdale and take the Bright Line down to Miami.
I've done that. I flew into Fort Lauderdale and caught it down to Miami. It was easy, time consuming, but it was easy.
Yeah, and I don't think the Bright Line's that expensive from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. I think it's probably like $10.
Yeah, it was cheap. Whatever it was cheap.
Mm-hmm. And it has Wi-Fi and everything on there. They have a bar. I mean, not that I'd be drinking that early, but Will G, I drive the day of when I go out of Galveston, and I have a 4-hour drive. Now, I usually go the day of when I'm going out of Port Canaveral. I just think Miami, I think Bill's right because I've never been out of there before. It might be maybe because we're going out of Miami in November too. So maybe after I do the October one and get a feel for Miami, I might do that. But
Well, and again, even like it's like me from where I'm at to Chicago is probably about a 4-hour drive, 4.5 hour drive. You're going to be tired. Whoever's driving is going to be tired, not exhausted, nothing like that. But they're going to be tired. They want to take a break, and I'd rather get down there. But again, if you're saving money, I understand it. But I get down there the night before where you get a good night's sleep, and now you go on the ship. Now the whole first day is yours because you're not tired. It just makes life easier for me. But again, if I live close to a port, I could see myself, driving in 3 or 4 hours to get on a cruise. Yeah. It wouldn't kill me.
New Orleans hotel prices are insane. Oh, did you start looking at those yet, Bill, for the booze cruise?
I have not. I don't. I don't worry about hotels. You can always. I mean, unless there's some kind of weather pattern or something like that. But you can stay by airport. You may not be able to stay down in the hot area of the city or wherever you want to be. But again, you can always get a hotel. I don't worry about the hotel for one night.
They might have something that weekend because then that Halloween weekend that you're gonna.
Somebody said they had something, but again, you're talking probably French Quarter area, so you might have to stay a little bit further out than that. Which I don't mind. That all that would mean is I'm not going to be probably doing a lot of things with the group the night before.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a hotel, supposedly a Holiday Inn, something across the bridge or across the river.
So the Utopia, when we go out of Port Canaveral, normally we'll drive in that day, but since you guys are all going to be in, we'll probably go the night before and stay over there. We'll probably do that. And so, Bill, like I said, too, if you're going to fly into Orlando, if we time it right, we could probably just pick you up on the way over there and you won't have to pay for a shuttle all the way to the port. We'll just have to talk about it. But because we go right past it on the way over there.
Okay. We will definitely.
Because I know
talk
the port's a lot further, not a lot further, but the port's probably about 45 minutes from Orlando. I mean, it's not like
it is. And, I always talk about it, and it's still not a bad drive. I prefer the ports being a little closer, but it is. And I prefer mostly like when the cruise is over, as far as trying to get a flight out. I try to get the earliest flight I can, but when you have like an hour drive to get to the airport, now you can't really book any kind of flight out before 11 or 12 o'clock.
And that was the issue we had when we did our Alaska cruise, because you get in early in the morning, but they don't have flights till the end of the day back over to the East Coast out of that airport. It was kind of a pain. So we ended up just staying the night there and flying out the next day. Otherwise, like I said, they have a flight at like 5 a.m. or something ridiculous. And we just did that the next day.
In your Alaska cruise, did you go through customs at the end of the cruise?
I don't remember. I want to say we did.
I did not go through customs. We stopped at Victoria, and then the night before, the next day, because I didn't want to carry my luggage down, because I had 2 bags. I had 2 large bags because I did the 22-day and the 7-day. So I had a lot of luggage. So I just sent it down to be picked up to go through customs. They sent me down to pick it up pick up my bags, and I walked out of the terminal. I never saw a customs agent.
Maybe we didn't.
And I'm like, is that unusual? Maybe because it's Canada. Maybe because it's Canada. But even then, I would think you would have to go through see a custom agent. But I did not. I did not see a custom agent.
Now that you say that, I don't remember if we did or we didn't. But now that you say that, I don't think we did.
I literally stopped once I walked outside, I stopped because I started to panic. I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? I didn't go through customs. They're gonna think I'm trying to sneak into the country.
Well, and then I don't know if this happened to you, but when we flew back, that airport is a nightmare. I mean, I don't know if I'm just used to Tampa Airport that's not so crowded and you're in and out. But let me tell you, we actually got lucky because we flew back. We flew out on Delta, but we flew back here on Alaska or Air Alaska or whatever it's called. And they sent us an email the day before and said, it gave us like a website and it said to click here and reserve your time to go through security.
Yeah.
So it was some trial thing they were doing. And we're like, all right. So we click it and it gave us a time. We got to the airport. Their security line was like 3 hours long. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Luckily, we had that express thing that it told us to do, and we got right through. I was like, if we would have had to stand in that line, we would not have made our flight. Like, no way.
I have TSA pre-check, and the line, I stood in line for like over an hour or something. It was like, I'm used to like, hey, there's 2 or 3 people in line and go right through. I waited in line. I actually thought I'm like, oh no, I'm not supposed to be in this line. I'm supposed to be in a different line. He said, no, this is TSA pre-check. Get in line, buddy.
Yeah, it was like, I was like, whoa, if we had to wait, we would have missed our flight. And that was like early. I'm talking, it was probably like 5 a.m. Like it was like a 3-hour line.
My
it was
goodness.
Like the middle of the day. It was, and not only that, and I don't know about your airport, but you go up, then you go down, then you go back up, and then you go down, then finally you're at the security thing. It was like the weirdest thing ever. And then you get through security and then you go back down again to the gate. I was like, this is weird. If you're handicapped, this is a lot of up and down for someone who's handicapped.
No, it definitely was.
Yeah, it was like zigzag all over the place. Will G says, I was asking about the name of the place you park when you go. Okay, it's Park Port Canaveral. They have a website. It's called Park Port Canaveral. It's literally, I think it's the Radisson Hotel that they park it at. And it's across the street. They have a big lot there and you park your car. It's a fenced lot. You park and then they have shuttles that take you across to the port. And they bring you back. And when we got off the ship, they're literally lined up outside. And once it's the shuttle's full, they leave. So you're not sitting around very long at all. Okay, Rock the Boat. Hello and welcome in.
Hey, Rock the Boat.
Good evening, Rock the Boat. Thank you for coming into my live workout this morning. Cool. Good job, Z. No problem, Z. All right, I think we're at the bottom. Well, Bill, you're probably hungry, so you probably gotta go get your Little Caesars leftover pizza.
No, I don't know what I'm probably a cook today. I haven't decided.
Ooh, Bill's gonna cook.
I know, right?
What? What's
Some
going
pork
on?
chops,
Are
rice.
you feeling all right?
I know. My goodness, what's going on here? It must be the heat.
Did everything in your fridge go bad?
No, actually, whatever I had in there, and because I'm getting used to this food thing, I took it over to my daughter's house and put it in her refrigerator until my power came back on.
Oh, good. That's
so luckily,
I thought about that. I was like, I hope he didn't have a lot of groceries.
Yeah, no. The last time, last week when did it, I wanted to throw some stuff away. Goodbye, Will. But this week I was smarter about it.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for coming in, and
thanks everybody.
We're still gonna do our live tomorrow morning. So if you can come, that would be great at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. If not, we'll see you all tomorrow night for their special show. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening.
Can't wait.